Hello, it's Jecara, and we are in the midst of our 10-day transformation. My hope and my goal is to use the Leadership Trifecta framework to help you move and create transformation in the areas of self, home, and work. Today, we're going to focus on goal getting. Not goal setting, because there's plenty of books and blogs on how to set goals. I'm sure you have plenty of to-do lists and things that you know you need to get done. I want to focus on getting things done. So in the time that we have together to get today, I want you to think about a goal you have. Whether it's losing weight, getting a promotion, being a better parent, whatever it is, keep that in mind right now. The advice that we're normally given is to keep the end in mind, right? So if I'm driving from Florida to California, in my GPS, I'm going to say, I want to go to Los Angeles, California, and I need to drive there. What's the best way to go? We are often told to focus on Los Angeles. What happens is we get discouraged and unmotivated along the way, because as I'm driving, I'm going to have to stop somewhere, maybe Louisiana, to stay the night and to refresh, regroup, and get back on the road again. When you set goals, the biggest mistake is to focus way out in the future. I want you to get to LA. Let the GPS tell you how to get there, but to get your goal, you need to set a goal in Louisiana. For example, if you have a weight loss goal of 50 pounds, that is a huge deal. It may have only taken 3 months to get on your body, but it may take a year to get it off. And if you're looking at that 50 pounds, you may get discouraged along the way. I want you to chunk your goals down. Make that first milestone, make that 10 pounds. What do I need to do in the next 30 days to lose 10 pounds? Versus what do I need to do in the next 30 days to lose 50? When you have shorter goals to look toward, we are more apt to get there quicker. We have small wins that we can celebrate before we set the next goal. We're going to make it to California, but we have some steps that we need to go along the way. So tip number 1, chunk those goals down into meaningful goals, smaller milestones, and celebrate progress, right, along the way. The second tip I'll give you is consistency. When you're trying to start a business, for example, that might be a goal you have. You might be working a full-time job, raising kids, you may have a spouse, and life gets busy. When do you have time to build a business on top of that? If you wait to the end of the month and those last 3 days of the month, you might be killing it, making your phone calls, networking. But what happens is you lose momentum. So the next day, you're right back in the rut again until the end of the month, and then you get into this scurry, and then you feel like this is taking forever. I'd rather you spend 30 minutes a day toward that goal of building a business. Whether it be, I'm going to network today, build my website this next day, start on it, the next day continue on it, versus saying I'm going to do everything in one time. Because you do get overwhelmed, and it takes a minute. It could take a minute to get there, but that consistency and the momentum of getting that goal, you'll get there sooner and with more pride, because you know that you've put your all into it versus trying to squeeze it at the end of the month. All right. Now, think about that goal that you had in your mind at the beginning of the video. How can you implement those ideas? Number 1, chunk your goal down. Find those smaller milestones and get those small wins ahead of time. And also, how can you now get those goals planned into your daily life versus trying to do something at the end of the month where you're losing that momentum? My hope is that you become not just a goal setter, but a goal getter.